Okay, so what I want to talk about now is arpeggios. And what that means is that instead of strumming the chord all the way through, whatever it is, we're actually going to break the chord and play the notes and the chord separately. So, for example, if I'm doing this over an E minor chord, you see I'm not strumming across all the strings, I'm kind of breaking them down. And what you can do is you can create a million, gazillion one different patterns of how to do it, but let's start with something simple. Let's say if I'm doing a D chord, so I'm gonna do, so I'm plucking the fourth string. So first of all, my D chord, my middle finger is on the first string, second fret, my ring finger is on the second string, third fret, my pointer finger is on the third string, second fret. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pluck just the fourth string open, then third string, then second string, back to third string. Because we're not using that first string, I can actually let that finger go, and I'm going to use it later on for another different note that's going to make my life a little easier. But I'm keeping it here so you can see what I'm doing for now. There's my pattern. 1 and 2 and. This works for half a measure, as you can see. So if I have a full measure of D, I have to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next chord I'm going to go to here is going to be an A, but I'm going to do A with a little bit of a twist. Basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to move my pointer finger up to the fourth string, second fret. Do a variation on this. What I do is I'm doing fifth string open, fourth string, which happens to be the second fret because my pointer finger's there, second string, third fret, and third string open, and I'm getting a sort of an A7 sus, whatever you want to call it. Now, as you can see, I got 4 hits, 4 notes to pluck on each chord because I'm playing them for half a measure. 1 and 2 and 1, 3 and 4 and. If you want to change the pattern a little bit, that can work, and then you're only playing 5th string open, 3rd string open, 2nd string, 3rd fret, back to 3rd string open. That way, the only thing that changes is the first note that you're actually plucking with the right hand. So we got a 4, 3, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 3. The next chord I'm going to hit is going to be a G note. Here, it's a G chord really, but it's a G blah 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 with some decorations. And I'm doing the same pattern. The only thing that happens here is instead of on the bass note, the first note I'm going to pluck is going to be the 6th string, and I got my middle finger, remember the one we sacrificed from that first note, on the 6th string, 3rd fret. So I got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and back to A. Or if I want to do variations on the strings, kind of changing the order. The key thing is that when you for every set of 4 notes, I'm going to start with a bass note. 2, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and how I fill it up in between is kind of open for a lot of interpretation. You can do a lot of variations on that. I'm going to do the same trick. I'm going to apply it to a different set of chords. This time I'm going to go for half a measure of E minor, which is, you can do it this way or this way, either pointer finger at the 5th string 2nd fret, middle finger at the 4th string 2nd fret, then half a measure of C. Notice that I'm going from the E minor to the C. I can keep my middle finger, if I'm doing this shape, I can keep my middle finger down as an anchor and switch it from so I got half a measure of E minor, 1, 2, half a measure of C, 3, 4, and then a full measure of G. I choose to do the G this way here. I got my ring finger on the 6th string 3rd fret, middle finger on the 5th string 2nd fret, and my pinky, my little finger right here on the 1st string 3rd fret. This could be probably, the reason why I use that because it's very close to the G chord. You see these two fingers, the middle and the ring finger, just have to move up one fret, one string, and they're already located, and then all I have to do is add the pinky. Some people in the beginning find it hard, so if you want to do this, that's totally legitimate. And I got my pointer finger, the same spots that I'm pressing, just with different finger. 5th string 2nd fret with my pointer finger, 6th string 3rd fret with my middle finger, and 1st string 3rd fret with my ring. And you can use either the ring or the pinky if it's easier. So my progression is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to apply the same technique, that arpeggio. What I'm doing is E minor, 6th string, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, C chord, 5th string, 4th, 2nd, 3rd, so those two chords. And last but not least, the G. So I got 6th string, 4th, 2nd, 3rd. And again, especially on the G, I have a lot of room. Because I have it for a full measure, I can do a mixture of two different patterns. Like, sorry. Or actually just play the G note, that bass string, only in the beginning of the measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and something like that. I got 6, 4, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4. Those are the strings I'm plucking. 6, 4th, 3, 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 4th, 3rd, 4th. However I want to mix it up. The options are many. You can choose whichever one you want. And that's your arpeggios.